6 times. It's a series tied at 3 games each as the Vikings visit the Ravens. Next on EA Sports.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we're at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And to the left side here, Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Caught. It's Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off play action. Jackson rolling to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
What you got?
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now.
What's the blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Able to slither by, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I heard
So the challenge there does not go their way.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
They go play action with Jackson. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
It'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Dafe Owe racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After a 1-point game, 7-6. third down and long.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson now down around his goal line. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Forced out to his left.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Troy Hill picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Jackson now. Caught on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just open for number 4. A second down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens will take over.
And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake. Jackson out to his left.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson steps away to his left.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson on the move to his left. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Cousins to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
Touchdown, Vikings.
KJ Osborne.
81 yards.
And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Cook. They'll try and run it.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
77 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins, throw left side, complete. That's Hopkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and he hooked up there for a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Back now in Baltimore, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Odafe Owe. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens ready to take over. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Steps away.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left.
Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down.
Now Jackson.
On the move to his left. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Jackson to throw.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jackson.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Jackson.
Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.